São esses caros specs, eu já me falei alguém do chegar mais lembrar com essa live marota aí de que um pouco atrasado hoje devido às fortes chuvas que deram. O Paulo ficou alagado, mas a gente chegou, livezinha on. Pega os canais pra dar aquela fortalecida. Agora vai começar a gameplay. Aí. Amém. Mas bota. Pra cá mesmo.
Hey, what do gaped? Fish face?
Dry dev.
Tell him Janos busy.
Oh. Alright then.
Dority, I just pulling pistol. Get me out of here, brother. My neck online, hey?
Do you know where Ada is?
That bastard. He come here. I expect he biting some wench's arse in near...
Don't worry.
You some wizard, or what?
Well,
How the fuck you...
I healed that wounded villager. So the bailiff...
Yeah, come let Janos, but get me out first. I am stiff like fucking corpse. Fantastic! I am stiff like plank of wood. Thank you, fella.
You can thank the devil and Zizka.
Devil? How he get free, hey?
Me, Kubienka, and Zizka.
Zizka? That mad bastard. And what about Eder?
Not yet.
That Polish fucker? He come see me. But then I get caught and in nearest village, no doubt. Chasing.
I'll try asking around.
We meet in Devil's Den.
We'll meet at the devil's.
I hope.
Foi libertado já.
Welcome. What can I do?
You're Cuba, the farmer.
Aye, I am. What do you want?
I'm looking for Victoria, and I thought you might know where to find her.
Why should I?
I hear you were quite fond,
Who told you that?
but she sent you packing.
Birds have been twittering. Her husband wasn't the only one taken by the blood. So I thought to myself, enough times. I tried. She wasn't interested.
Does she have friends here? Who does she talk with in the village?
Mainly with Martha, the blacksmith's wife. But all she did was
Oh, I've spoken to Martha, and it seems she...
worried about her.
Victoria's missing.
I reckon someone was jealous of them soldiers she hangs.
You can't be serious.
What goes around? I have a clean conscience. To hell with them.
Nah, I'm leaving.
And don't come.
Suckling pigs here. Come and buy a suckling pig. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Careful!
O corpo tá dentro da parede. Tá por aqui não.
Freshly slaughtered pork belly.
What's going on around?
It's a pity you weren't here earlier.
Some drunks had a...
No, that's just the point. A bunch of... If I hadn't called the bailiff,
And you don't know why then?
you'll have to ask him yourself. He wouldn't tell.
And who was...
A hired hand from Visoka, a village up the hill.
Thanks.
There are also bands of vape.
Right here.
Not yet, but people are already afraid to stick their nose.
What happened?
They were acting like they owned the place. Our lads told them politely to take a walk. And what did the bailiff do? So now the lads are practicing fighting with their bare hands. And that's about...
Sounds interesting. The bailiff doesn't know any...
He suspects something. That's why he often sits...
Could I take part in the...
But of course, my son runs them. He's the strongest one here and he loves to brag about. If you beat that lout, I'll give you something on the tavern's tab.
Why not try it? We can start right away.
The bailiff is sitting over there listening to everything.
Can I spend the night? I'll pay.
But
That's enough for me. All right, I hope that'll be...
thanks.
Tell me.
Ele.
Who's opening that? What are you poking around that door for, eh?
Maluco.
What a load of shit.
Did the humans attack Miscavige?
Thank God, no.
And how'd you get along with them?
As best we can. And we can count our blessings that our Sigismund thinks quite highly of the abbot, and explicitly...
Do you have problems with robbers? I expect it.
Unfortunately, you're right. Nobody would even dare fart around Kuttenberg without the... it's no use.
If you have any problems with...
Thanks so much for the offer. But first, I have to convince the abbot to...
What do you know about the dev...
Why do you ask?
Does that tavern have a good reputation?
Its name speaks for itself. I even heard the good-for-nothing Hinnik of Kunstadt goes there.
Really?
Take it from me. If I were you...
Are you the bait?
Aye, that's...
I was walking past the blacksmiths, and the blacksmith was...
Jesus Christ! What's got...
Tell me.
They meet in the pen behind the inn, so they won't be seen. But don't let the bailiff catch you.
I know about your...
They're hired hands, just like him. Vince,
I'm certain I'll get on with Pascal. We're...
you're a blacksmith too?
Thanks.
Atrás da onde que tu falou? Preste atenção.
Excuse me.
A volta do caramba.
I heard about the local fight club.
If you have to ask. But if you don't plan on taking...
Who said I'm a gawker? I signed up with the innkeeper.
That may be so, but you'll have to beat...
Should we go and bash...
Why wouldn't we? How about a little wager to...
That sounds good.
Now that...
Victory awaits!
Well, you surprised me.
It was a good fight.
You gave me a proper thrashing. You deserve this, though.
You know it.
I've got
Careful.
more than enough time. Good day.
Good day to you.
Are you waiting for hell to freeze over? So
What is the innkeeper?
Not much.
He's afraid you'll get into trouble.
What do you know?
I once fought with a noble.
No bloody way. And how did you...
I swear, it's true. And the punishment I got...
At least you have a story to tell in the tavern. No.
What brought you to fight?
Well, I don't rightly know.
Oh, so girls and...
Not really. I'm happier at the forge.
The bailiff doesn't like the... Oh, you're just asking for
Do
trouble.
you think so? Trying to tell Mark.
Should we fight?
That's why you're here. Is now we just need.
Here it is.
Thanks.
Bad luck.
Umas porradas, filhão.
Well, I can see I'm better off use at the forge.
Oh, come on.
Here you go.
Are you afraid?
Tá, filhão, agora é sua vez. Sua vez de apanhar.
Should we fight?
No need to ask twice. And how about a bet?
I agree.
Claro, vamos apostar.
Here you go.
I'll take it. Now say a prayer. Jesus! Good fight.
I learned from experience.
Aye,
Cara, é
I get I
fraco.
concede. Here you go. And don't forget to go and see Father.
I'm sorry.
A falar com o estalajador para... Tá aqui na frente? Tá. Já surrei todo mundo.
I defeated your...
I heard. Oh, and by the way, the hired hands in Horseshan also in... And I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard there's some die just for coin.
I agree.
Beleza. A quest. E era o que mesmo? Meteor. Ele tá roubando as... Que supostamente a Victoria pode estar. E que a gente já libera pontos de viagem rápida, acho que não. Cadê a Pedrita? Cá, Pedrita.
This
Good.
must have cost a pretty groschen.
Slowly. Nice and slow.
O que foi, Pedrita? Por que você não tá querendo correr? Tá com graça hoje?
Quick. Ja. Quick. Ja. Go. Quick. 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 Ka.
Cara, que foi?
Whoa. Whoa.
Ficando com fome. Beleza. Palho.
Oi, you! Come here! Where do you think you're...
Into the camp, of course.
Oh, aye. Look here. No strangers are allowed...
The Miskovitz blacksmith sent me with some horseshoes. He said they'd come...
All right, you can go...
Greetings.
I heard you have some work for...
That I do. But you'd have to manage. How important is it for you when working?
Let's just say I sometimes get a little dirt under my nails.
Very good. Let's cut to the chase then. I need you to bring me something. So that the owner of interested.
Fine. What's involved?
As I said, I need you to bring...
Yeah, I understand that.
Basan, one of the cumin dogs around here, has recently acquired a... He got it as ransom for some knight he took captive during... You yourself must admit that such a weapon has no business... Now, if I had a sword...
But humans aren't pagans.
What are you saying?
I'm telling you. They're Christians, just like you and me.
Do you think I understand that? And that doesn't change anything anyway. I want...
So what, do you need a blacksmith?
You know, I'd hate for Basan to notice his sword is gone. But if you could get a good look at it, you could bring it...
A replica?
Of course. Made of some soft iron. With... Basan won't notice the difference anyway.
Where can I find this Basan?
Here in the camp. You'll go to the tournament enclosure, and on the left, behind it, you'll find his tent.
That sounds fairly easy.
That may be, but you... And watch out for Farewell, sir.
Would you help me out?
That depends.
Victoria, a girl from Miskovitz.
You'll have to ask the blacksmith. The smithy is opposite the entrance in the upper... If you don't see it, you'll hear it at least.
Thanks a lot.
Farewell, sir.
Greetings.
What's a priest doing?
Whatever he can, my son.
Do you serve mass?
I serve mass and give blessings just like my brothers in churches and I can also officiate at marriages and I reckon you can guess which.
Do you care for the wounded?
Nothing like that. We have blacksmiths and if something happens to them. And then there's that learned...
Who's the foreigner?
His name is Musa. You can't miss him. He's as...
Does something seem strange?
That foreigner may understand medicine, but he worships a foreign god. He doesn't drink ale, only rarely eats meat.
Do you take part?
Vivere militare est. But no matter if you're a beggar or a lord, and in a place it's easy for people to forget about God, or at least start to doubt.
Do you serve kings?
I serve our Lord.
But what could the king possibly...
You don't actually expect... That's between me, the... God be with you.
Greetings, my friend.
Good day. Christ almighty.
Here we go.
It's just that you look...
Muscular? What?
No, that's not what...
I know what you meant. Have you never heard of Prester John or the Christian kingdom of...
Yes.
Tell me then, how the people in those stories are...
But I thought that was just...
So you see, it is... Musa of Mali is my name. Scholar.
My name is Henry.
Welcome then, Henry.
You said you were an
I did indeed. From Timbuktu, I went to Holy Mecca. From the Emirate of Granada until I ended up at the court of...
And how do you like being...
Do you want to hear the truth?
The truth? You don't need...
Then, all I can say is that this muddy hill is about the... But there is still time.
Where is this map?
Similar to your country, yet completely different. You mine silver, we gold. Overall, it is safer in our country. Nobody will waylay...
It's not all that bad here.
I admit that there are some things I envy you for.
I'm new to the camp, if you don't have too much...
Well, I suppose at least I can practice your language, but that does not matter now. So, as you have no doubt realized, this is my infirmary. One part for operating on the wounded, another for the sick, my alchemist bench, a tub of water, nothing out of the ordinary. Come on, let us walk outside. I am sorry that I cannot show you more, but I am sure you understand that there is not much to see. One is almost ashamed to call it an infirmary. Do you not think?
That's true. I thought King Sigismund would take better care of his wounded men.
Unfortunately for them, my friend, I suppose he has bigger problems than keeping his army healthy and fighting fit.
It's lucky he sent an expert like you here, though.
Was that praise or an insult?
I'm sorry.
I cannot tell. I do not think it fortunate in any case. Someone with my knowledge, and all I do is treat diarrhea and broken bones?
No, of course. What else should a sore bones do?
My friend, the human body contains so much beauty and so many secrets that we could explore. So why do we spend so much time on the quality of defecation? Think about it. Though it is true that you do not seem to be any great sage, I suppose you do not know what a real infirmary should look like. But do not worry. There are more cheerful places in the camp. I am sure something will take your fancy. This part of the camp is mainly for humans. So if you are looking for one, do not worry. Over there is the pen where they used to have tournaments, until the captains banned them. But that is a long story. Speaking of the captains here, do you know who's in charge overall?
I've no idea.
You should put that right then. What if you come across one of the commanders and bump into him by mistake? He might have your back for a cane. I would not like to have to stitch you back together. The camp as a whole is run by Sir Grozab or Borumlaka. That is a village somewhere in Transylvania, as far as I know. He is an interesting man, I'm sure. But he has a lot of trouble with the camp. So he tends the bets. He is not a very cheerful man. But he seems a fair-minded commander to me. And he is an outstanding archer. How about you and archery, my friend?
Well, I don't want to boast, but I'm a pretty good archer. I would happily take on your Chertan.
Really? That sounds like a spectacle that I would perhaps even pay to watch. Perhaps. Although I successfully avoid weapons, I have to admit that archery is not just a skill. It is an art. Well, there is enough of that. What were we talking about?
You were telling me about the commanders here.
Ah, yes. The camp captains. As I said, Sir Grozab commands the camp. Chertan commands in battle. And the third one joined us a few weeks ago. Dietrich Katz, with his Prague artillery regiment. It is a pity you will not be staying for longer. Dietrich is good to talk to, if he is not drinking too much. And over there is our bathhouse. It is not a sight for sore eyes, my friend. I mean, the women, of course. Not this filthy place. Ah, a man should keep reminding himself that zina, what you call fornication, is a shameful deed, opening the road to other evils. By the way, what about you and women, my friend?
Well, it's not that I don't like women, but I suppose I haven't met the right one yet.
Then you have not looked hard enough. You have so many beautiful and clever girls here in Bohemia. You should find a good woman as soon as possible, and then marry her. And to do her what you see in her eyes. Our Lord Allah, Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, creates us in pairs and grants us love in our hearts, so that we may love another.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I sometimes think I ought to settle down.
Do it. It is definitely a nicer life than in such a camp as this. Imagine, a roof over your head instead of a leaking tent, food cooked with love instead of a gruel cooked on a campfire. And at night. So, in this part of the camp, you see the tents of various mercenaries from Germany, Poland, Hungary. In short, everyone who came to fill their pockets. You can have items repaired by the smith, and if you're hungry, the kitchen is over there. The food will please you more than me, I think. treating meat in that way. I simply cannot eat it. Do you know where the food is truly great? In Granada. So much fruit, sweet pastries, fish. In one banquet, the cooks use more spices than your entire country in a year.
You've been to Granada?
In the court of Sultan Muhammad VII himself. That is where I became a physician.
I'm sorry.
That was when Granada was attacked by Martin Yanez de la Barbuda. And I did not want to die in some battle. So I found a safer way to be useful. You know, I have done a lot of traveling, my friend. From Timbuktu to Mecca. And from Granada to Venice. And now, here. But nowhere has the food been worse than here.
What do you dislike about the food here so much?
I hope I have not offended you. It is not your fault, really. How can a cook make something good when no pepper, cinnamon, or grains of paradise grow here? But your country is beautiful, all the same. And up here is where Katz's company of Parge artillerymen are billeted. To the great displeasure of everyone else in the camp, I must say. You can see why. It is the best spot. Right next to the captains. And when it rains, all the filth runs downhill to the Cumans and mercenaries areas. Here is the pillory. May Allah, the compassionate, ensure you never end up in it. And if you go around the hill, you will come to the camp shooting range. I recommend visiting it. The Cumans must be born with a bow in their hands. But I will not escort you that far, my friend. I do not like to leave the infirmary unattended for long. Alaka Anben.
Volta mais. A espada. Né? Qual é que é da espada? Calma aí, galerinha, já volto rapidão. Subiu ninguém não, matei. Tem outro aqui comigo, ó. Tá nas minhas costas aqui, ó, onde eu matei o o cara. Cavalo dado no céu nos dentes é foda, hein? Esse Astarion. Caralho, fiz um estrago da porra agora, hein? Tá aqui uma bola de fogo aqui. Regacei todo mundo, mano. Esse foi da hora.
Uns idiotas estão tentando invadir aquele prédio. Você é um vigia por um motivo. Porque está no comando.
Nossa.
Estão precisando de uma ajuda?
Ó, os caras tá na casa do fusível aqui, ó. O cara me derrubou. Vai me esfaquear ainda, quer ver? Sabia. Mas foi isso mesmo. Ele me derrubou e deve me esfaquear.
Lembre-se que haverá uma competição musical amanhã à noite e será aberta ao público.
Travei, mano. Que porra foi essa, truta? Saí correndo aqui, enrosquei o pé na galinha e o cara não saía do lugar. se não tiver... Não morri não, mas tipo, se não tiver uns bugzinhos assim, não é bug soft, né? Olha o bichão bugado ali, ó. Ixi, mano. Dead by Daylight. DBD. Atrás de mim agora. Tá aqui comigo. Aí agora. O que você acha? Tá. Ó, o Noed tá do meu lado aqui, ó, mano. Pô, desculpa aí, mano, pisei no seu pé. Cadê o salsicha? Cadê o fuzil? Olha o salsicha ligando a bateria. Salsicha tava ligando o carro ali, velho. Jump scare agora, hein? Mas não assustei agora porque eu pensei que tipo, ela ia sair na televisão, mano. Sério. Falei, vai dar um susto na televisão. Eita porra! Armadilha. Nossa, a vida ficou no tipo. Mano, o bagulho lá. O bagulho ficou tudo deu merda. Deixa eu ver. Um Bromo não tem, tá sem os bagulho de. Vou usar esse descanso rápido pra ver se. Não, mesmo assim, não liberou os bagulho dela. Não se preocupe, então você sabe o que vai acontecer com o Tomioka. Olha o Orochimaru. Oba na Iguro. não matar essa porra aqui.
É você agora?
Sou eu e a aranhona aqui, cara a cara.
Mas você não tem nada de vida?
Não, ela me deu um hit agora, eu tô com 1 de vida.
Mas você não tem vida pra você curar?
Não, não tenho vida, tenho outras poções, deixa eu ver o que eu tenho aqui.
Não, mas ela tá com 3, mano. Mata ela.
Mas e se eu... Então, o foda é que tipo assim...
Se você matar ela, as pequenas morrem. Se você matar ela, as pequenas morrem. Aí vai ficar só a outra lá.
Ah, mano. Ah, pensei que ela não tinha morrido, porque ela ficou em pé ainda.
Agora você consegue curar eu?
Tá aqui, ó. Já. Desistiu de mim.
I need healing.
Tchau, aranha. Cara, essa jogada foi foda, hein?